Just ahead on CTV News.
Jury selection begins in a civil case involving a former Prince George's County police officer. I'm Katara Jones. I'll have all those details coming up on CTV News.
Plus, Maryland continues to take losses on the job front. And the Commanders get a big win over the weekend. Those stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening, this is CTV News for September 22nd. I'm Michaela Newton. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, a former Prince George's County police officer who claims he was let go from the county's police department has filed a lawsuit in federal court. CTV's Katara Jones is outside the U.S. District Courthouse in Greenbelt with the latest.
That's right. Jury selection began today in a federal civil rights case involving a former Prince George's County police officer, Muhammad Magasuba. Here's a little background information. Magasuba worked for the county police department for 12 years. This case involves Magasuba versus his former employer, the Prince George's County Police Department, and several other officers. This case also involves how he responded to a 911 call back in 2019 and his termination later from the force. Magasuba responded to a 911 call back on January 23rd of 2019 where a federal officer was arresting a woman. That incident was posted onto YouTube. According to court documents, Magasuba completed a witness narrative statement the next day. Court documents allege that Magasuba was told that the police captain, lieutenant, along with the then police chief Hank Skowinski, quote, strongly encouraged him to change his witness narrative statement. Lawyers for Magasuba claimed that after this incident, his client was discriminated against for his African heritage. Court documents also allege that the defendants created a hostile work environment for Magasuba and retaliated against him. Magasuba was ultimately fired from the Prince George's County Police Department in 2021. Again, jury selection is still underway and the trial is expected to last between 8 to 10 days. Katara Jones, CTV News.
All right, Katara, thanks so much for that report. Magasuba currently serves as the police chief of the Capitol Heights Police Department. And a woman is now in custody for the domestic-related murder of her boyfriend. 33-year-old Letitia Smith is charged with the first-degree murder of 48-year-old James Magruder III. Officers arrived at the Arden Point Apartments in Laurel Saturday night and found Magruder inside of a home suffering from a gunshot wound. He was later pronounced dead at the scene. According to the investigation, Smith shot him during an argument, and she is currently being held on a no-bond status. Meanwhile, with hurricane season still underway, officials are sending a clear message. Don't underestimate the power of strong winds. September is National Preparedness Month, and at the University of Maryland's Glenn L. Martin Wind Tunnel, experts recently showed just how intense Category 3 winds can be, blowing at speeds up to 115 miles per hour. The goal is to drive home why preparedness matters.
This is all about life safety. We want to save lives, and that is the goal from the get-go. And so we want to make sure not only with wind, when we have evacuation orders, it's not only because of wind, which can be very high, but also coastal storm surge, which could come in, and unfortunately people can drown. And we want to prevent that from happening.
Aerodynamics is a fascinating subject, and its impact on our lives in all kinds of ways. Some good, some not so good, which is the focus when we think about hurricanes. But there are many things still to be learned. We are always trying to improve things.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is predicting an above-normal hurricane season with up to 19 named storms and as many as 10 developing into hurricanes. Well, Race, Gender, and Bridge Building, U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is calling for an end of race and gender conscious programs in the rebuilding of Baltimore's Key Bridge. Duffy's concerns were included in a letter last week to Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Duffy says DEI contracting practices are increasing project costs and threaten to delay the project. He says the federal government will use its oversight authorities to ensure the bridge is built, quote, the right way. Last month, Duffy said a new bridge could cost more than double the state's estimate, which is under $2 billion, and the state needs to pony up more money for the project. On the health care front, Maryland's Insurance Administration says ACA health plans will rise more than 13% on January 1st. Officials cite expiring tax credits, congressional inaction, and rising medical costs. Still, Maryland's rates remain about 4% below the national average. Democrats are urging Republicans to extend the soon-to-expire tax credits. And a major shakeup on vaccines at the CDC, and Maryland is making its own move to keep access wide open. The CDC's advisory panel has backed away for now from some of its most controversial vaccine proposals. The group shelved a plan to delay hepatitis B shots for newborns and rejected a rule that would have required prescriptions for the COVID-19 vaccine. Instead, they're urging patients to talk with their doctors about risks and benefits. Maryland's Department of Health reaffirmed its commitment to science, issuing updated guidance for flu, COVID-19, and RSV vaccines. They also issued a standing order to make sure Marylanders can still get COVID shots without a prescription. As the potential for a federal shutdown grows, both sides of the political aisle are looking to skirt blame. Democratic leaders want a meeting with President Trump before the September 30th deadline, accusing his administration of stonewalling talks over ACA tax credits. Trump says he's willing to meet, but doubts it would matter. And the longest shutdown, 35 days, happened during his first term in 2018 to 2019. You're watching CTV News. I'm Michaela Newton. Still to come, a lights breakout hits the University of Maryland. Also, a business boutique on campus is helping students be prepared for the job market. We'll have that story and more after the break.
Most business events are. Come on, move. Of course, there aren't any spots.
And there were people here on the day before.
A few minutes won't hurt anybody. Thanks, Grandma.
Paralyzed Veterans of America works tirelessly every day to create a more accessible America. Let's leave the accessible spaces to the people who actually need them. Whatever the reason, excuses don't excuse. Join PVA and be part of the solution. Honor the spot.
Hi, I'm Elijah. In the summer, I like playing basketball on the trampoline. When I'm hungry, it affects me. Like, if I'm trying to read, I'll go to sleep, or if I'm trying to do something around class, I'll get distracted. When I grow up, I want to be a robotic engineer. I want to build robots that can help around the house. Helping people makes me feel proud of myself.
Maryland's Attorney General Anthony Brown says no charges will be filed in connection with a deadly police pursuit earlier this year in Capitol Heights. The March 7th crash happened after officers tried to stop a fleeing driver who later slammed into 4 vehicles on Addison Road South. A juvenile passenger, Zoe Harrison, was killed and an adult woman was injured. After a months-long investigation, the Attorney General's office says the involved officers did not commit a crime under Maryland law. Well, cases of body lice are wreaking havoc on a local college campus. Health officials at the University of Maryland College Park have confirmed they have body lice on campus. Pest control units have been deployed where the lice were reported, noting that those areas were rigorously treated. Body lice are small insects that live on people's skin and clothes and spread through close personal contact. Itching, rash, and bites are the main symptoms, and anyone who believes that they've been exposed are asked to contact the University of Maryland's Health Center or their doctor. Well, young voices in Prince George's County are getting a new seat at the table and a real say in shaping their community's future. The county's planning board chair, Daryl Barnes, is launching the first Youth Advisory Council. It's designed for students ages 12 to 16, giving them a platform to share ideas on parks, planning, and recreation. The Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation, is helping lead the effort, making sure youth perspectives stay front and center as Prince George's continues to grow.
It's really important that they participate in the processes because they are, county citizens. We're here to serve them throughout the county, and part of our goals around helping young people be ready for life, for careers, ready for success by the age of 21 goes right in line with making it important for us to do that. We want them to be well developed. We want to provide some career readiness for them. We want to be able to provide some leadership for them. But they need to have a voice in that partnership along the way.
The council's first meeting is set for this Friday evening from 6 to 8 at the Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex. Meanwhile, the University of Maryland Smith School of Business is giving students a new way to dress for success. The Career Boutique is located right next to the Career Center inside Van Munching Hall. With an initial $25,000 grant, the school is able to offer free professional attire for students to rent. From suits, ties, and luxury handbags, the boutique is perfect for students who need a quick change before an interview or career fair.
This helps me a lot, and it helps other students because they have access to that professional wear. We had about, I want to say around 15 students come in this past week in our 2 days being open to get clothes for the career fair today. During our grand opening, I actually had a malfunction with my suit, and I used one of our sewing kits to fix it. And someone on our team, he's from California, he left all of his suits at home, so we got to dress him in clothes from here, and it was just really cool to see come to life.
Students can rent the items for 30 days, and they actually hope to expand with a bigger location, more hours of operation, and even more clothing donations from alumni. Meanwhile, College Park is turning to public art to honor the legacy of its historic Lakeland neighborhood. This week, the City Council approved a plan to redirect grant funds from a delayed augmented reality tour to a new mural project. Up to 10 site-specific murals will be created on sidewalks, storm drains, fences, and other surfaces to highlight Lakeland's history and its existing walking tour. City leaders say the project will beautify the area, draw attention to local environmental issues, and showcase the community's rich cultural heritage. Final approval from the State Board is expected October 22nd. And Maryland lost more than 3,000 jobs in August, most of them in the federal government. That's part of a longer trend with more than 15,000 federal jobs gone since the start of the year. Job losses also hit areas like healthcare and manufacturing, but there were some gains in construction, restaurants, and tech-related service jobs added last month. The unemployment rate rose to 3.6%, which is still below the national average. And if you're in the market for a home, this could be your moment. According to Realtor.com, the week of October 12th through the 18th is shaping up to be the best week of the year to buy. After a slower 2025 season, housing inventory has climbed over 1 million listings, closer to pre-pandemic levels. That means more choices and potential savings. In fact, buyers could save more than $15,000 on a median-priced home compared to summer peaks. Experts say shopping now gives you fresh options and favorable conditions before the market tightens again. And still to come on CTV News, CTV's Anaya Falcon gives us a sneak peek on a place serving up
the
some
National
sweets.
Harbor is taking sweet treats to another level. Coming up, I'll share how the Yard Milkshake Bar is turning heads.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper. I've been running code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I'm more than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. The stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time hero to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back. A dessert spot in the National Harbor is taking sweet treats to another level. CTV's Anaya Falcon is at the Yard Milkshake Bar to share how they're getting the world's attention.
Here in front of the Yard Milkshake Bar in the National Harbor, and this place has gone viral for its unique milkshakes. Let's go inside and learn more about them. I'm inside the Yard Milkshake Bar, and now I'm joined with Brittany Guerra, who is one of the owners here. And can you tell me a little bit of what you have to offer?
Yeah, sure thing. So we offer a variety of sizes. So we go from single scoop all the way to our over-the-top milkshakes. Some of them are very well known. We offer something called the Cookie Monster, which has, a scoop of our signature cookie dough between 2 cookies. The unicorn, which looks like a little unicorn in a glass jar. We're going to be making the birthday cake today, but they're over the top and fun for everyone. And we have a variety of them, so anybody's palate is, catered to.
Yes, show me a little of what you do.
Sure. So we're going to make the birthday cake. We're going to pour the milkshake, and then we're just going to top it and add our cupcake to it, and then you can try it.
Yes, I can't wait to try it.
Okay. So I'm going to walk you through this. So we're just going to pour this. So you're going to take your milkshake.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
All right.
You want to tap it just a little bit, just to make sure you loosen it up, and then you're going to pour it from the back.
All right.
If you can. Yep. Tap, tap, tap. It's okay if it's a little messy. Oh, it's okay.
A lot. Very messy there.
You can try mine. I'll give you mine. That's fine. And so we're going to whip it. I'm going to show you how to do it on this one. Okay. We're going to take that. And then we're going to start and just squeeze from the top and put your whip right on top. Okay. As much as you can.
And see, you would think I have baking experience. You would think I would be much neater than that.
Build it up. That's fine.
There we go.
And then we're going to take our cupcake, and we're going to put it right in the side. You get one for you. Right. So it sticks out nicely like that. And then you're going to take your sprinkles, and you're just going to sprinkle right on top. And then take your straw and drink.
Ooh, all right. At least I get the pretty one, right? Nice. Oh, it looks so delicious. And now these things are super viral, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we've gone viral on multiple different platforms through multiple different videos. We were featured on Shark Tank in 2017, so that kind of catapulted us into the viral social media world, and it just kind of hasn't stopped. We come out with new shakes every month, so this next month in October is going to be our fall themed. Really looking forward to some Halloween themed ones, as well as one that we're really excited about featuring Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, and Dubai chocolate is viral in and of itself, so I know that's going to be great. And they don't just look good, but they taste good as well. Super thick, super creamy. Delicious. And I know you guys have been here for about a year now. What's the reaction been in National Harbor?
It's been great, and to be honest with you, it's not just National Harbor, the entire community, both with Prince George's County and the DC area, and even people who visit the harbor. We have a ton of visitors that visit every year, and everyone has just been fantastic and welcomed us. In the harbor, we're kind of like a little family, the business owners here, so they've really made us feel really welcome and have such a positive reaction to us being here, and we appreciate it.
All right. Well, it's been a sweet time here at the Yard. Brittany, thank you so much. Back to you guys in the studio.
That looks so sweet. Anaya, thanks so much for that story. The Yard Milkshake Bar does not just offer milkshakes, but they also offer floats, ice cream cones, cookie dough pops, and more, with sizes made for kids as well. But for more information, visit theyardmilkshakebar.com. Well, 7-Eleven stores nationwide, including here in Maryland, will be going through some rebranding changes. According to reports, the convenience store chain's main focus will be on the food offerings. Within the next 5 years, the company plans to spend $13 billion to upgrade existing stores in the U.S., add more than 1,000 in-store restaurants, and build a network of suppliers for 7-Eleven brand prepared foods. There are currently 363 stores in Maryland. And calling all Target lovers, if you need help getting ready for the fall season, Target has some upcoming deals for you. The popular retailer announced today that Circle Week will return from October 5th through the 11th. This year will feature up to 50% off of everyday essentials and trending seasonal items. But the deals will only be available to Target Circle members only. So if you want to sign up for the program to catch the deals, visit target.com/circle. And today is World Car Free Day, and Maryland is urging residents to leave their cars at home and ride public transit for free. Whether you walk, ride a bike, take a bus, or a train, the state's Department of Transportation shares that all rides will be free system-wide. World Car Free Day promotes public transit to create cleaner air, safer streets, and stronger communities. And don't go away just yet. It's time for our Monday sports page. And I heard it was a big weekend for football. Simon, what's going on?
Man, it was a good weekend for football, you guys. Find out after the break who played and who came out on top. Stay tuned.
Having low income can mean making tough choices. Choosing between paying for food or medication or a place to live is a reality for many people. Do you know someone who could use some extra help? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. SSI is money you can use to help pay for basic needs, like putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying the rent. It can mean new shoes for growing feet or help with medical needs. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI to schedule an appointment or start to apply today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
What's up, sports fans? I've got a great sports page in store for you today. We begin with some exciting high school football highlights. Roll the tape. It was a battle of the undefeated teams this past Friday night as Oxon Hill faced off against Suitland at home. The Clippers got the ball first to open the quarter, and the Rams defense made it tough on them, making plays like this defender saying, "Get over here," with this tackle to prevent a big gain. And soon after, Mike linebacker Daniel Duncan came up with this fumble recovery to give his offense a chance to score. And the Rams did just that, punching one in thanks to this QB sneak from Anthony Boyd Jr. Siouxland was now up 6-0. Fast forward to later in the quarter, after Kobe Mina lost control of the fumble during the punt, it gave safety Jaden Colbert-Haynes all the time he needed to deliver the big hit and give his team good field position in the process. And the Clippers took advantage as Emil Elder completed this pass to Caden Johns, who would not be stopped on his way to scoring the team's first touchdown of the night. And now Oxon Hill was up 7-6 on Siouxland going into the second quarter. In the second quarter, Siouxland made plays almost immediately thanks to special teams coming up with this block punt and recovering it to get the team's offense into red zone territory. And soon after, Boyd hiked the ball and ran it in for a touchdown of his own to give his team a 12-7 lead on the Clippers. Oxon Hill's offense took the field afterwards, and during their drive, Cody McMickens found some daylight, and just when you thought he could go all the way, he was tackled just shy of the end zone. Siouxland's defense was able to hold up and stop the Clippers from getting a touchdown. And Oxon Hill had to settle for a field goal to make the score 12-10 in favor of Siouxland. The score stayed the same going into halftime, but Oxon Hill was able to complete the comeback and win the game in the end, 21-18. Whew, man, that was a good game. Oxon Hill will take the field next against Potomac on Friday, while the Rams will match up next versus Laurel on Friday as well. And sticking with high school football, there was even more action around the county as Potomac put Belt to behind on Bowie, winning 48-12. Central won a close game against Friendly, 16-14. And finally, Gwynn Park beat Fairmont Heights, 27-26. And moving on to some NFL news, the Burgundy and Gold took the field yesterday afternoon against the Las Vegas Raiders. And my team was able to bounce back from their loss against Green Bay as they took down the Silver and Black, 41-24. A big reason for the Washington win was the run game as they eclipsed 200 yards rushing, and the defense who came away with 5 sacks on Raiders QB Geno Smith. CTV Sports caught up with some players after the game where they seemed happy to be able to get the dub.
Belief is so powerful, and those guys from Monday were just, hey, you got this. And I think that instilled confidence in me to just go out there and just kind of play my game. But it was cool to see kind of all 3 phases come together, and it's a great stepping stone for us as we move forward in the season.
We're all super talented, so it was great to see us come out and play to our standard, and I think now the challenge for us will be continuing to capitalize and grow and play to and exceed our standard.
So we flushed that game on Thursday night against the Packers and corrected what we needed to correct and came out and played today.
We fell short last week. We had a good weekend and came in on Monday, got some good work in, and things played out well today.
Good win, y'all. Washington will match up next against Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. We'll see what happens. Washington was the only one to get a win this weekend as the UMD football team took down Wisconsin in their Big Ten opener 27-10. The Terps have a bye week this week, and they will return to action against Washington on October 4th. And that wraps up your Monday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, Simon, thanks so much. Now let's take a look at our 3-day weather forecast. For our first night of fall, we have partly cloudy skies tonight with a low of 63. For the next 2 days, it'll be sunny with a chance of showers. Tuesday, we have a high of 82, and Wednesday, a high of 80. Thursday, bring your umbrella. There will definitely be showers with a high of 81. And for our community calendar, get into the fall spirit at Old Maryland Farm. Enjoy a day packed with family-friendly activities, pick out a pumpkin great for carving, and shop local for unique handmade goods from artists, farmers, and makers. You can also stop by to say hello to the farm animals or just soak up the fall vibes with family and friends. The Fall Festival happens September 27th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But for more information, contact 301-218-6770. That's all the time we have for CTV News. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.